Hey, this is Andy Kelly here, and I promised that I would share with you some of the most important things and the tools and processes that are making a huge difference with our ranking local clients. And I call it cracking the Google Plus Local ranking code. We've been hard at work in the Local Oxygen Labs, just really trying to figure out exactly what are the key factors in ranking clients, because we have hundreds of local clients and we do the local marketing for the majority of them. So it is absolutely essential and something that obviously we work on all the time. And so I want to go through and share with you some of the most important things and the most valuable things that are working right now. As of this month and last month, we're getting around a 91 to 92% success rate, ranking rate with our local clients, which is fantastic. Now, that's pretty much attributed to three main things. So I want to go through a couple of those and just share with you those things and see if if you're not doing those now, that you can implement them in your strategy and your campaigns and be able to get those sort of results for your clients as well. So let's quickly go through the local ranking formula and what's working right now. First thing is the optimization blueprint and map. I'll run over that today. That's the very heart and the foundation of everything that we do with local marketing and optimization and getting our clients ranked locally. And it's primarily Google Plus Local, but it also filters out to Bing and local and all of those things as well. So it's a really important central point of everything that you do. So I'll go through that map, and from that map and blueprint, we have a 9-phase deployment plan. The important thing about the deployment plan is, and the 9 phases, that it's sequential and you do things in a certain order, and it's very important. That's what we found out, testing and tweaking with so many local clients, that it does make a big difference that the way you do things. And so that's based on the blueprint and the map. And then the big one that is really the big weapon in our arsenal at the moment is the Power Listings and Discovery tool. What that is an engine, a software engine that has been developed with ourselves and a company in Europe that have created something which is incredibly powerful, and there's nothing else like it around. And what it's been able to do is uncover those obscure and unusual listings, and not only that, but all of the different citations and business listings that are contributing to the ranking power of the current top 10 listing, for example, the top 10 list. And it's just been wonderful. Give you an example, we would normally do 300 citations or business listings for a client. We are getting the same or better ranking using the top 30 that our new Power Listings tool reveals. So that's just how incredible it is. It's fantastic. That is a really important part of it. The other thing is the primary website optimized as well. You've got to make sure that your client's website is optimized well in conjunction with their Google Plus account and that, so that when Google assesses both of them, there are no anomalies and everything like that. So you can't ignore that. You really need to get that done. But again, that's not top of the tree. It's part of the foundation where it needs to be done. But the things that are really making a difference, we'll go through. First thing that I want to do today in this one is just go over the local marketing master plan and the blueprint and map, because that's where everything is generated from as far as how we do this in a specific process and an order. And you need to do that. You need to get your outsourcers or your contractors to do this in a very specific manner and do everything the same each time for every client, right? And follow that specific checklist. And that's how we built the master plan and the blueprint and map. We turned that into a software checklist system that makes it simple that any contractors, any outsourced employees can just jump on there and get started straight away and start cranking out the listings from day one. And that's a huge thing for productivity and for profits as well. So we'll talk a little bit about that later, but let's have a look at the master plan, because this is the one that I want to go over today. So let's dive in. I'll show you the master plan, and we'll go through some of the phases and exactly what's in there. Okay, so this is the marketing master plan. As I said, this is the blueprint and the map that we use and we've built that is getting us such consistent results. And what I'll do is I'll dive in, because as you can see from the different stages there are a lot of things that we do in there, but I'll zoom in so that you can actually see what I'm doing in there. So if I dive in, as I say, it's set up to be like a 9-stage plan, and that is really to set up the foundation for really consistent ranking results. For example, stage 1. Now you can do these stages over 9 weeks. You could do it over 6 months. We have different deployment plans for clients depending on how much they pay. If they pay the premium per month, then we do it in as sort of quick as possible, right? And then we have a slower deployment for clients who don't want to spend that much, for example, right? But let's just have a look at the different stages. So you can see stage 1, where we're getting the client on board, getting all the detail, doing all the research for keywords, competition, all that type of thing. So what we're doing is really preparing ourselves so that we've got everything in order. What's really, really important here that I want you to really understand is that having the checklist that's built, which we'll look in detail in the next video, I'll show you through that we've taken everything that we do here and build a software checklist system that any of our outsourcers and contractors can go in there and they can execute all of these things immediately. They can do it with very little training, and they can do it with very, very high consistency and results, because it's so organized and step by step. It's very simple, and it means that they do everything in the right order. So one of the things I just want to point out that's really important is, you can see if you look through here, we're doing all the preparation, which is absolutely vital for doing all of those sorts of things, like a baseline ranking report, get 5 videos, organize your photos, links, all that, what they are as far as what business they are, categories, all those sorts of things. We're getting everything all organized there. And then phase 2, we're doing, we're obviously making sure we've got the images, the videos, we're optimizing the photos and the videos, we're publishing those things as well. So what we're doing here is we're getting stuff out there, we're getting a presence, we're getting some branding. Right now, not when I say branding, I don't mean as in about their particular brand as a business, but social signals and brand as far as what Google sees them as their business. Okay, so we're getting that, we're planting all the seeds, we're setting everything out there on the web, so that once that's done to a certain level, then we go and set up their Google Plus Local. As you can see down here, I've got claim local directories, setting up all of these things, reviews, testimonials, all of that, right? And then you can see here, I've got create Google Plus Local account finally. Now, you might be saying, well, what if I've already done that? That's fine. Look, if you've already created the Google Plus Local account for the business, then, or they've already got it set up, you can't undo it, obviously, right? So we still go through and we do all of those steps and everything like that. But ideally, if you're taking on a new client and they don't have their Google Plus Local account set up and their business page set up like that, we do all of the other seeding stuff and setting that out on the web as far as the branding and everything and awareness out there for Google, so that once we create that, it's much, much more powerful, and that's what we do. Okay, and then that's all of the account setup itself, with making sure that everything is optimized as far as the keywords, categories, videos, photos, all of their about the actual business itself, all of that set up properly. And then once we've done that, then we can sort of move on to what I call the stick strategy. So stick strategy for a couple of different reasons. So now we are, we're going out there and we're doing, say, for example, optimizing website on page for major keywords. That is their website, so their business website. So they need to have one. Here's a perfect opportunity. If a client doesn't have a website, or they've got some half-baked thing, here's a perfect opportunity for you to do that as part of a package, right? They need a website. You can easily, once you've got the, if you have this blueprint and this map, and you can get this. All you need to do, just jump in if you haven't already, grab a 14-day free trial to Local Oxygen. If you're a Local Oxygen member, which is the most important set of tools and that for any local marketer, right? Just to manage the business, manage your marketing, all your reporting, do all that sort of stuff. If you haven't, jump in, check it out, and you can get a copy of the map and blueprint anyway. And then you can take it and you can say, this is why we need to do it to the client, right? Here's all the stuff here. It's very impressive. We have, not only do we rank consistently well with our clients, we've used the map and the blueprint here because in its full high quality form, it prints out at 36 by 36, and we have closed multiple six-figure deals. Some of our members have done the same thing by taking it to a client, to a meeting, right, to a presentation with them, and saying, here it is, this is an example of what we do, and it looks just incredibly impressive. You can imagine, being with the CEO or the business owner and all of that, and opening that out and say, this is an example, right? So a business owner looks at that. Number one, very, very high authority on your part, credibility. You look like a pro, an absolute professional. There's so many just, real amateurs doing this, trying to do this, the local marketing stuff, right? It automatically puts you in a place of authority, and it says to the client that you are doing a lot of serious work for them, right? So this helps us close deals, keep deals, and execute all of the work. So it really is, the foundation, the very central point of everything there. So once we've done that, right, so moving on with the actual stages, we're really consolidating. Once we've done the sort of first 1 to 4 stages over that period of time, what we're really doing now is we've got everything set up. We're deploying, or we are adding citations, and that's where the Power Listings Finder and tool within Local Oxygen is just an absolute game changer, because you've got, like, for example, I think I mentioned it previously, but we are using the top 30 from that. It's giving us more ranking power than the 300 citations we were doing before. So that's how incredibly important it is. And so we're just deploying those sorts of things now. So we're doing the interior pages, profile links, social bookmarking, say Facebook fan page, Google Map Maker, all of these things, all of these, social signals, linking, all that type of thing we are just consistently doing now, and we're dripping it out at a gentle pace, you would say, because we obviously don't want to overdo things, but we've got everything set in place. So then the stages 5, 6, for example, same sort of thing. We're getting more links. We're doing more interior page stuff like that. We're doing some things that are optimizing their website, more backlinks, things like that. And we'll also introduce doing the reputation marketing as well. So this gives us a perfect example to be able to do some upselling for the clients, and also combine and implement all of those things as well. And it becomes a really important part of the whole process. So for example, some of the things we do too, like articles, we do a set of articles for them, do press releases. So effectively, stages 6, 7, 8, 9, same sort of thing. We are continually dripping out backlinks, all of those types of things to continue building that authority for Google, for the for the Google Plus Local page, and all of that makes a huge difference. So to check it out more and have a look in detail at the master plan, just jump in, grab a 14-day free trial to Local Oxygen, and also you'll be able to check out the Power Listings Finder in there as well, and also the checklist as well, because that is a crucial part of it. That's how we make sure that our outsourcers get everything right at the right time and execute it properly, and then you can do the same thing. You'll be able to get the same sort of consistent results. So thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next video.